Hello, my dear children. Good evening. Welcome back to our today's class. Hope all of you are going on well. Okay, my dears. Do you remember what did we learn in the last class? Yes, we learned the second lesson, The Rightful Inheritors of the Earth by Vaikam Muhammad Bashir from the third unit. Okay, my dears, are you ready for today's class? Listen to me. I will ask some questions from the previous part. Here is the first question. Why did the author feel happy? Who can say the answer? Yes, you are right. The author felt very happy when he became the owner of a tiny little piece of this wide earth. Okay, listen to the second question. Who were the trespassers? Yes, very good. Birds and butterflies were the trespassers. Why did the author call the birds and butterflies trespassers? Yes, very good. They were entered the author's 2-acre plot without his permission. So the author called them as trespassers. Okay, my dears. Now you take your text, page number 81. I will read the first two paragraphs. You listen carefully and you can also read with me. Nor were they alone. There were mongooses in the bamboo thicket and there were foxes in the shrubs close by, ready to pounce on the hens. Then there were rats. Rats, of course, were found everywhere. Even as I wondered what right all these creatures had to be on my land, there arrived a fierce creature without paws or wings, a cobra. It stood before me, dignified, majestic, its hood spread out. It hissed as if asking me what business I had on this land. Didn't it know that I was the new owner? Okay, my dears, listen to me. I'll give the detailed explanation. Not only the birds and animals, but also there were mongooses, foxes, and rats. The foxes were very cunning to pounce on the author's hens. The rats everywhere they found. Here the author was wondered about all these creatures because he is thinking about what right all these creatures had to be on his land because they came there without any permission. At that time there came a fierce creature. Fierce means cruel. It has no wings and paws. It stood in front of him like a gentle look, and it was hissing. That is, it was making sound. Then the author felt that it was asking something, that is, to what business he had on this land. Okay, my dears, listen to the next paragraph. You had better leave my 2-acre land at once, I said. But then, where could it go? Hadn't the whole earth been taken over by man bit by bit? Listen, here Bashir asked all these creatures to go from his land. But then he thought that where could they go? The whole earth is taken by man bit by bit to make buildings of their own. Children, we should think about it because we know the earth is taken by man for their own purposes. Okay, so that they can't go anywhere. Okay, my dears, now you listen next two paragraphs from page number 82. I will read it. You listen carefully. My wife said, the jackfruit has ripened. Squirrels and crows are feasting on it. The guavas and mangoes. Birds and bats are eating up everything. But that's the beauty of it, I replied. God has created variety of things in this universe fruits, edible roots, grass, grain, flowers, water, air, warmth, and light. Now, while we are the owners of this land, without a doubt, the birds, beasts, reptiles, and insects too have a right to these things just as we have. God has made them for all creatures, and we had better remember that occasionally. Okay, my dears, listen to me. I'll give a detailed explanation. Here, the author's wife seemed to be upset by seeing the reptiles and squirrels who were found eating their ripened jackfruit and guavas. She felt disappointed for they were eating all these things. Feasting means eat a large quantity of. Here, the author tries to console his wife. He told her that this earth belongs to them too, because they too are the creation of God. He says there is no doubt birds and animals too have the rights of all these things just that we have. He remembers his wife that God has created a variety of things in this universe: fruits, edible roots, grass, grain, flowers, water, air, warmth, and light. Edible means suitable to be eaten. God had made all these facilities for us. That's why we have to be thankful for the supreme power. So we should remember this occasionally. Occasionally means every now and then. Okay, my dears, listen to the next paragraphs. I'll read it. You listen carefully and also you can read with me. Are you saying rats have a right as well? My wife asked. They don't seem to think we humans have any. They go about as though the earth belongs to them, she said. So we go around killing them. How sad that we kill rats to let our own life undisturbed. What we need is a new scientific way of living, a new way that helps us to live without killing any living creature. Anyway, I had no taste for killing rats or anything else. While that was so, however, I had to do something soon about our coconuts. We needed them. They formed a part of our daily food. But what could I do? I wondered. Okay, my dears, listen to the detailed explanation. Here, the author's wife was not satisfied with his reply. She was totally surprised by his opinion that rats too have the rights. She says that the animals behave like humans don't have any rights on this earth. So she asked him to kill the rats, but he doesn't want to do it to satisfy their own life. So he wants to find a scientific way of living, that is, a new way which helps us to live without killing any living creatures. The author wishes to find a solution for their problem. Here the author and his wife had no intention to kill the rats. Instead, they were worried about their daily food, that is the coconuts, and the author felt helpless for not finding any solution. Okay, my dears, listen to the next paragraph. While I was wondering, my wife decided to take things into her own hands one day. She went shopping for 2 hours and bought many things. One was a large tin of rat poison. The poison was mixed with bananas, rice, tapioca, and left everywhere in the compound. In 4 days, 5 hens, 12 squirrels, 200 rats, and a cat disappeared. But the tender coconuts went on falling. Everyone now accused the owls. They pecked at the tender coconuts. A few months later, however, the real culprits were found out. The bats. Okay, my dears, listen to the detailed explanation. While the author was thinking about his wife, that is, she decided to handle things on her own way. She went for shopping and bought many things, including a large tin of rat poison. She mixed the poison with banana, rice, tapioca, and she kept these things here and there in the compound. Within 4 days, they noticed the disappearance of 5 hens, 12 squirrels, and 200 rats, and also a cat. Though they found out all these solutions to solve the problem, but the falling of tender coconuts continued. The number of coconuts falling increased. Then everyone accused means blamed the owls. But after a few months, they could find out the real culprits. Children, what do you mean by culprit? Culprit means a person who has done something wrong. Here the culprits were the bats. Okay, my dears, hope you understood today's portion. Now is the time to wind up today's class. We will meet in the next class with the rest of the story. Thank you.